of a, why not? I could get a free win here.
Yeah, I mean, it didn't catch me out, but I was just surprised. You know, I thought he would probably go for some other stuff that he didn't. I thought he would actually go for more Malice there tracks. That was one thing I was expecting. He didn't
so
play
was I.
Doug Derbies. I really thought he'd pick that. So
I always expect Doug Derby from that man.
Yeah.
I mean, I think, now I'm looking at it, I think Abyss is your lowest win rate track.
I played it a couple of times with the skips, I think, and
like Abyss skips. Like, I beat you on it, Ace beat you on it.
Yeah, I think ours was really close, if I remember correctly.
It was.
Only about a second difference, yeah.
Mine was tournament record until Ace just beat it.
Actually, well, it was pretty close, wasn't it, between all three of us? And, yeah.
Then the last question I've really got for you. You were soft permabanning Inferno literally every match up till now?
Yeah, so Ace was correct in that I didn't want to deal with the skip basically because I can do it, but again, I just found it so volatile that I really didn't want to play it because I've had times where I've played it and it's taken me like 6 minutes to do 3 laps and I just thought this is just crazy, especially like when all you guys suddenly were doing it in like 30 seconds. I thought I don't want to deal with this. So,
hey Ace,
hello there.
Congratulations on yeah,
thank you very much.
Like I said to Mike when he jumped up, it was a hell of a show.
Yeah, when Mike and I talked before the match, we were saying, okay, let's try to give them, if anything, let's try to give them a good show. And
the largest margin we had was Bunta Classic.
Yeah.
And even then, Bunta Classic is just fun to watch.
Ugh, that track, I don't know.
Yeah, it's brutal. It's absolutely brutal.
Yeah. I love it, though.
Still, me and Ace had a game of chess before the match as well, so...
Nice.
Go from challenging on one game to challenging on another.
Well, I figured, if I lose on this, at least I've won something. No, yeah, so Ace, no Doug Derby.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised we didn't do Doug Derby.
Any reason you didn't pick it?
Yeah, I was like, okay, my chances on defrost are probably slightly better. I was about to pick it as my second last pick, but then I decided to just go for defrost instead.
If you'd lost on Spice Mine, would you have done it?
No, I would have picked Bunta Training with skips.
That's what we figured.
That's what we thought!
Yeah.
I had a feeling about that.
I mean, my assumption was Mikey was going to ban that.
Yeah, but then I would have picked Inferno and run back with skips.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was
saved
thinking.
My last force for that.
That's why that final pick for me was so difficult because I was trying to figure like which run back to use, and also like with the temporary ban, like if you could still pick Inferno, which you obviously could. So obviously you could use your run back to pick that. So I was still kind of worried about that.
And it might have been worth letting it go to Bunta Training skips and hope Ace makes a mistake.
Yeah, I had to make some really difficult decisions on some tracks, but you know, I mean, I really thought carefully about the permabans. I thought maybe, I just felt like the ones I banned. I mean, I never wanted to play Executioner. I was actually going to remove it as a permaban against King Bean initially, depending on where we went to for the first track, but. Yeah, basically it just didn't work out that way, but I didn't want to have to play Executioner in any form against Ace, so I just took that one out, basically.
Or really against most people. You banned that a lot.
Yeah.
To be fair,
it's not my favourite track, I'll say that.
No, the first tube on that track is so bad.
Well,
like, badly made.
If he hadn't banned it, then I would have picked the track, but we wouldn't have seen the first tube, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So I would have picked Executioner skips instead of the Abyss skips if you didn't ban it. So
yeah, I'm not sure if between Doug Derby and Death Throes, I think maybe you would have had a slightly better chance than Doug Derby. I'm not sure on that one.
it would have been fun to watch. The track's just cool.
Well, if you had picked Duck Derby, would you have picked it without Ben?
I honestly don't know. I might have gone no upgrades there. I wouldn't say. I wouldn't say I have a preference there. Maybe I would have. I probably wouldn't have picked it. It's probably not a track I would pick at the moment. So
yeah.
I remember last year. Go ahead.
I mean, just both of you have such a huge track pool that it's so hard to ban you guys out. And we were saying that at the start, when the two hardest people to ban out have to ban each other out, what happens?
I was a little bit surprised by Ace's Baru Coast ban, because I know he's very good there, but maybe he felt the same way about me. I don't know.
I mean, I know that track's a nightmare with Ben.
Yeah, I thought Ace might try and pick Baru Coast, but with no upgrades or something.
Oh, I hate that one. But yeah, I think you are slightly more consistent on that track. And your PB is absolutely insane. I think you have a low 350, so I figured, okay, just get rid of it.
Yeah, fair enough.
Right, I'm running out of questions here, but one quick one. Why the Ando Prime Centrum ban?
I would have asked the same question.
Well, yeah, like I say, I almost banned Bumpies actually, but because I had something I was going to use on that track, I didn't ban it. So that was the first thing. I thought Ace, well, there was many things on Bumpies I thought Ace might do. He might go for either the skip, or I thought actually he might go for the full track with Ben, because I know that he's extremely quick there. So I'd argue it's probably one of his best tracks actually. So there was that, but I think with Ando Prime, I just didn't have any form of strength on that track whatsoever, really. So, I mean, there was the skip on it, which I just don't like, and then like all the other variants, I would say probably more so the no upgrades variants. I was concerned about those as well. So there was basically no reason for me to keep it on the table, basically. So I thought I'd get rid of that one.
That's fair.
Yeah,
it's just. I don't know, Ace. Would you have pulled that one out?
APC?
Yeah.
No, but I would have picked Bumpy's full track, so he's correct on that one.
Yeah.
At least I plan to pick it at some point.
But then no upgrades came in, and that was the end of that.
Yeah, more or less.
Did the first track go as you expected? Because I kind of expected that we would go to Galactic and probably one of 4 tracks. So did you think the same? Or
no, I thought we would end up on Suburbus Legacy. I was surprised you actually took me to AMR, because I'm actually, it's one of my favorites doing the full track. And I was very confident.
Draco and I were wondering about that, just because you basically pioneered Fast Canyon.
Yeah, and I also tried it in the match, at least the slow version of Fast Canyon, But unfortunately, I died to the tent at the start of lap 3. But yeah, if I didn't die to the tent, I think I would have gotten a 346 or 47 maybe.
Something like that,
yeah.
But
well, yeah, I was a little bit disappointed about my pace there, because I suppose I should be grateful I didn't crash, but I mean, I was pretty quick through the canyons, but I just kept hitting the wall. I just didn't quite get the line right, so I was just losing speed. I think on lap 3 I hit it pretty hard, didn't take a death, but took some damage, and my speed went down to 300. So I was pretty happy really with a 350. It was quite reasonable.
Yeah,
but
the canyon is just crazy.
Yeah, I was hoping for a 348, but it's just one of those things.
I mean, just going to reiterate, that was a hell of a match.
Yeah, I'm glad that we had some tracks that were that close. There were so many close tracks.
I'm kind of glad that I didn't win, because then we'd have to do another match.
Then we get more racing.
One match came down to 0.08 of a second.
Yeah, Aquilaris, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was Aquilaris Classic. It came down to 0.08 of a second.
A bunch of them were within 1 second, though. Draco, did you have any more questions before we start wrapping up?
I don't have any questions.